Listen, if you're going through something, if you're stuck in a rut, if you're trying to get to the next level, you need to hear this. You are rewarded through commitment and consistency. God rewards commitment and consistency. You can go work out at the gym right now for 4 hours straight. You're going to come home, you're going to be exhausted. But when you look in the mirror, you're not going to see any results. You can go to the gym every day this week and work out for 4 hours straight. By the end of the week, your body's going to be tired and sore. You're going to be exhausted. But when you look in the mirror, you're probably not going to see any results. But if you go work out 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, for weeks at a time, for months at a time, I can't tell you today, but one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be a completely different person. Your body's going to look different. Your mind is going to feel different. You will be rewarded through commitment and consistency. When I first started in wealth management, I couldn't get a client. I was driving all over the city pursuing opportunities. Nobody would take my phone call. I would show up to meetings, people would cancel at the last minute. They would blow me off. I was chasing $5,000 and $10,000 accounts. Today, the minimum for me to take you on as a client is $500,000. That's the minimum. I've been rewarded through commitment and consistency. But nobody would have blamed me if when I first started, I said, you know what? This ain't for me. I'm going to try something different. It's just too hard. I'm going to do something else. Nobody would have blamed me for that. But I was committed and I was consistent. Commitment shows your willingness to endure. How bad do you want it? If you want to change the dynamics of your body, you're going to have to go through some pain. You're going to have to push yourself to its limits. You are going to have to test your limits and go to failure. And that pain that you feel is the change happening. And on the other side of that is the reward. But you have to be committed. You have to be willing to endure. Eventually, those $10,000 accounts turn into $100,000 accounts, turn into $250,000 accounts, turn into $500,000 accounts, turn into $1 million accounts, turn into $10 million accounts. But I was willing to go through that pain. I was committed. Commitment shows your willingness to endure. How bad do you want this? Why should you be rewarded if you quit at the first sign of trouble? Why should you be rewarded if you quit at the first sign of rejection? You know, my kids come to me all the time. They say, man, daddy, can I have this? I really want this. Nah, son, get out my face. If they don't come back, you know what? I figure they ain't really want it. But if they come back and say, daddy, please, can I have this? No, son, you can't have that. Please, can I have it? You know what? Go clean your room and I'll think about it. All right, daddy, I clean my room. Man, can I have this? I really want this. I don't know, son. I don't know if I want to give that to you. Please, daddy, you know what? Go wash the dishes and come talk to me. All right, daddy, I washed the dishes. I did all that. Please, can I have it? You know what? Yeah, son, you can have it. Commitment shows your willingness to endure. How bad do you want this? You are rewarded with your commitment and your consistency. How bad do you really want what you're trying to do? Are you willing to face that rejection? Are you willing to face that pain to get what you're trying to do? But not only do you have to be committed, you have to be consistent. Commitment shows your willingness to endure. Consistency shows your willingness to become. Because the only way that you can be consistent is that you have to repeat the process day in, day out. You brush your teeth whether you're sick or not. You brush your teeth without even thinking about it. It's a part of your lifestyle. And whatever you're trying to do, you have to become that. And you become that through consistency. Consistency creates muscle memory. It creates a habit. You have to go and put that work in on the days you feel like it, the days you charged up and motivated, but you also have to do it on the days you don't feel like it. On the days when you just had an argument with your girl, On the days when your kids is driving you crazy, on the days when you got a migraine headache and you don't really feel like it, you still have to put in work on those days. Consistency shows your willingness to become. It has to become a part of your lifestyle. I say it all the time. You are the wealth. You are the source of the execution of anything that you're trying to do. And if it's not a part of your lifestyle, it's just something that you're working on. You have to be consistent. How willing are you to become this? To become this. Not just do this, to become it. You're rewarded through your commitment and your consistency. I say this all the time. Success is not about how hard you strike a nail. It is about how willing you are to consistently hammer away. Day in and day out. You got to put the work in. You got to put the grind in. And one day you're going to wake up and this is who you are. You are the work. You are the effort. And you will be rewarded through your commitment and your consistency. So if you're stuck in a rut, if you're trying to get to the next level, if you don't see a way out, ask yourself, how bad do you want this? Are you committed to it? And how consistent are you? Are you willing to become that? And if you are, then just keep going. And you'll be rewarded through your commitment and your consistency.